Hello everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a subscriber mail video. Me and subscriber mail. I've had a talk about this in the past and I'm going to have to talk about it again right now. So let's get into it. Okay, yeah, welcome back to the channel everyone and welcome to my first real ever subscriber mail video. I say first because, well, let's talk about it after, shall we? The focus of this video initially is what I've got. So anyway, so one of my viewers, someone who comments on the video, someone who I chat to off of here on one of the other forums, whether it be Facebook or Instagram. I'm not sure which one it is out of the two, because I'm not too up on all that anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, so Alan, yeah, his name's Alan. I won't say his surname, nothing like a bit of anonymity. We all need a bit of anonymity in life. He messaged me. He said, look, I'm getting rid of some stuff. Do you want this? I said to him, you know, that's nice, but, you know, I'd gladly take it off your hands. Can I give you something for it? Let me give you something for it. He said no, he refused that. I said a couple of times, and then I said, okay, well, you know, I'd gladly take it. Let me pay the postage. No, don't want to pay the postage. Don't want me to pay the postage. Okay, fair enough. You know, all that palaver. So anyway, so I got the package through. I'm covering it here because Alan's put his address on the back, not to be seen. So let's open this up. Let's take a look at what Alan sent. Obviously, it's not a surprise to me. I know what Alan was sending me because he asked if I wanted it. So let's go into it. Now, let's open it up. So it is bubble wrapped. Okay, and there is a note inside. So let me read the note first. Hi AJ, hope you're keeping well. As promised, here is, he names the item. I'll show you this letter afterwards. Hope you enjoy it. Loving the videos. Keep up the good work, Alan. Thank you very much, Alan. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate the interaction that we have at times off of here. It's nice. So he sent me a DVD, Alan has. He has bubble wrapped it. So I will get it open and show you what it is. Okay, so what Alan's actually sent me is a DVD copy of 1990s Captain America film starring Matt Salinger. Yes, Captain America the movie, like so. Now, interestingly, I did actually give a VHS a DVD version of this away a while ago, but then I got it again in a free pack that contained this film and the two 1970s Captain America TV movies where he looks more like Evel Knievel. But yeah, you know, I said I'd take it because I love this film. I know it's not a good film, but I've got a very soft spot for this movie. And I love the character of Captain America. He's probably my second favourite Marvel character after the Punisher, for reasons I may go into sometime, which I probably have gone into before. But this film is, I think it gets a really bad rap. It's one of those, but I know it's not a good film. I know it's a cheap film. I know this is where Marvel didn't have it together with filmmaking or anything like that. But I have a lot of fun with it. It's a film that I revisit on occasion every couple of years, probably every 2 or 3 years. I'll watch this film and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I really do, even though I know that it's not a great film. So Alan, thank you very much for sending this my way. It will remain in the collection and I'll put the letter into it. The letter that Alan wrote me is there, and as you can see, he did mention Captain America, but I didn't want to mention that. I wanted to show it first. So that will go in there, and so this is my first ever true piece of subscriber mail. Now, again, thank you, Alan. Thank you very, very much. You know, you certainly didn't have to. Thank you for thinking of me and taking the time to get it in the post and all that. It's marvellous, marvellous. The videos that I do, I just do them for fun more than anything. I started this channel primarily because I was sort of having I don't know, I was going through a sort of midlife crisis, shall we say, where the future was uncertain for me, and I wanted to leave something behind for my children to go back to and watch with me in, and I thought I would do YouTube for that reason. Never for this sort of a purpose or anything like that. It was solely so that there was something of me left behind beyond the monetary and the crap that I collect that they're certainly not interested in at all, and will probably all end up sold or in a skip or in a charity shop if something was ever to happen to me. But I wanted to have a sort of something left, shall we say, and that's part of the reason why I don't script anything either, so that you get me in the videos as opposed to anyone else. Now, I've had a lot to say, not for a long time, about subscriber mail in the past. Now, subscriber mail is not really something I've partook in. This is the first true piece of subscriber mail that I have received. I say the first true piece because I've got a couple of bits before. I've had Jimmy over at Jimmy Boys Movies has sent me stuff or given me stuff, and the same with Matt over at Matt V's Movies. The difference being is that these two fellas, Matt and Jimmy, are both content creators. They both have their own channels, and we've got talking, we've formed a sort of friendship outside of this here, and you know, we'll send each other a couple of bits now and then. It ain't been done for a while because it doesn't need to be, does it? Now, to receive something off of someone else who isn't a content creator, who's just a viewer, is fantastic. So I can call it a subscriber mail item. Now, in the past, the big issue that I've got with subscriber mail is that I have seen it subscriber mail manipulated. I've seen it used to nefarious means, almost to the point that it has been used to basically garner views and, in the hope, subscriptions to channels, in that content creators will be like forever ever sending stuff to one another, and it becomes really tiring to see, because there is there's means behind it. And I can see that, I know that, because the minute I put up a thumbnail saying, oh look, someone sent me something, subscriber mail from so-and-so, I know that the video will get a decent amount of views, simply because of people's curiosity. Yeah, so it's been used in a sort of manipulative way to drive views from channels to channels, cross channels, and it just feels so false. It truly does. It feels like it just, you know, okay, I am not a silly person, right? I'm well educated, I've studied psychology, I've done all this stuff, and I have, you know, I can read people. Very good at reading people. All I need to do, if I'm in a room with someone for about a day, I can kind of figure out how their mind works. I can figure out what makes them tick. I can figure out, you know, it's not difficult to do when you know signs that you are looking for within their personality and this sort of thing. And it's very much alive. It truly is on here, and it's been used effectively almost, and I don't want to fall foul of that. I don't want to fall part of that. I don't want to be drawn into that kind of a thing. Yes, like I said, me and Matt have exchanged a few bits, but it ain't been done for quite a while now. I think the last thing I sent Matt was because of his birthday, because he's a friend of mine who you know, I've come to know on here, I speak to daily almost, and yeah, and Jimmy as well. You know, it's different. It's different, and I wouldn't call that subscriber mail. Not when it's content creators who are shifting this stuff from one another. At least call it something else. And I don't know. Whatever you want, it's up to you. There's no right. There's no wrong. That being said, I can see I can see a side to it that it just grates. That I don't want to use or fall foul through on this channel. Now, I don't expect anyone to send me anything. I truly don't. It's not why I've done this. You know, my take on stuff is, you know, it's your money. These are your items, right? Before you consider even purchasing something to send, please think about, you know, your families first. Think about your children first. Think about your loved ones. You know, can that money be used wisely elsewhere? For you and those around you that you love initially. That's the way I see it. Now, I have sent subscriber mail to people, but it's not, well, I say subscriber, I'm using the wrong term. I've sent stuff to other people, a couple of other channels, for them to open, because I know that certain people are, I see parts of their collection and know that they might like these to fill in voids in their collection. Stuff that I have double of, I have DVDs of, and moved up into Blu-ray, like the Doctor Who's and things like that. And I see it as a way of you know, expanding their collection. But generally, these channels are a lot smaller than what even I am. I'm a small channel, don't get me wrong. You know, I will send them stuff that helps them along the way, shall we say. It might help them on views, yes, but also it helps a collection. There's, you know, newly starting compared to me, and that's great. But so there's a kind of a contradiction in me and in the way that I operate, in that I've got no issue sending stuff out to other people if I see that it might be something they want, but at the same time, I don't want to take. I'm the type of guy that at work, if someone comes to me and says, "Oh, I'm making a cup of tea, I'll make you one," I'm like, no. Please let me make it myself. I don't expect you to do anything for me. I don't want you to do anything for me, because it's not right, because I can do it myself. And it's in that same sort of mindset of thinking that I fall into. And yes, but for Alan to send this, for him to even just think of me, it's fantastic, and I truly appreciate it. I truly do. Now, I'm aware that, you know, my viewpoints are somewhat controversial amongst some, but I'm going to say it as I see it. I'm going to say it like it is, and, you know, defence will come for others, but I really don't care. I'm not in it for any of that. I honestly don't. I just say it how I see it, and I know how I see it. I'm not a stupid individual. Don't treat me like that. Those of you that might be watching that are somewhat upset by my words, get over it. Is what it is. Anyway, this is AJ, and I'm here to offend. I'm not, but inevitably it will, and people will be like, I know what goes on. Anyway, I'm getting going. I'll see you all later. Take care all, and Alan, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. As I'll finish up. Thank you so much. See you later all. Take care and goodbye.